Primordial family. What's good, y'all? I've been getting some downloads the last few days, alright? And I really want to talk about it with y'all. Okay? Because I figured some whole shit out. And I haven't heard no one put this shit together yet. And if someone has, that's cool. Alright? But I haven't heard it personally. Okay? I'm gonna build up to this story because this shit is actually kind of funny when you think about it. Okay, so in Australia, there's Aboriginal tribe, okay, and they believe in these beings that after the flood, okay, when the earth was flooded, these beings came from inside the earth and they came out the earth, okay, and when they came out the earth, all right, some of their ancestors that survived, they gave them knowledge, okay, and they helped build and form their society and shit like that, okay, and they paid recognition, all right, to these beings, okay, by depicting them on fucking walls in the caves, okay, so they got cave depictions of these beings, okay, and how they look, okay. These same beings are the same beings that come from the other ground in other cultures. That cultures, give up their children, do child sacrifices, do blood sacrifices, blood rituals, all that draconian magic that involves blood and killing animals and shit like that. All of that was brought by the draconians, okay? So that's not our natural magic, okay? And none of us really have to use that. That's like an exaggerated version of shit that works, okay? Because all you really need to do is use your intentions and shit like that. And all they really want to get is the plasma motherfucking energy, right? But in reality, you really don't need that because you got the ether energy when you're doing motherfucking spells and shit like that, okay? But there's things that work that you don't necessarily have to do, okay? That people use it, and it's just these exaggerated versions of motherfucking draconian magic that have been passed down throughout time that cultures just so happen to motherfucking adopt because it works and shit like that, okay? But there's two sides to every fucking coin, okay? So if you're gonna take the life of a motherfucking being, you're gonna face your motherfucking karma. And that's why they scare you out of voodoo and shit like that and be like, oh, you do it at your own risk and shit like that. Yeah, because y'all want to fuck around with the draconian magic. So fuck around and find out, okay? Like, seriously, y'all. Like, this shit ain't fake, okay? So, sacrifice kids to these beings, okay? They would eat kids, kill them. All the same shit now that they accuse the motherfucking rich people of doing, right? The elites and shit with the Epstein Island and all that shit. And all that shit is really them harboring for the same motherfucking people who have been doing this shit for thousands of years and shit like that. Okay? So these beings that are depicted on the wall are clowns. Okay? Look them up. They're called Wandjina. Okay, look up Wandjina. Okay? So, number one, the reason they're scared of us is because we're spiritual motherfucking warriors that don't hide. And they're motherfucking clowns that hide in motherfucking caves and shit, okay? So they motherfucking clowns, alright? These motherfuckers are clowns, okay? Let's get that straight, okay? That's why they got all the tech. That's why they hide. That's why they use this motherfucking technology to cloak themselves, and then they do the whole spiritual tax and all that shit, okay? Because they're motherfucking clowns. Okay, y'all? Seriously. So that's where clowns come from. Okay? So when you see someone in the clown stuff, alright? The clown, all that shit, society, right? Which is basically the elites. Where they got that from is their motherfucking overlords that they motherfucking pray to and sacrifice to, okay? So that's them paying reverence and honor to them, okay? By making some shit normal to us, which is them revering someone, some things that they motherfucking, work with. Okay, you see what I'm saying? Okay? So, do y'all research on kids going missing in circuses. Okay, y'all? This shit ain't no motherfucking game. Alright? Because you just can't right now up and motherfucking open a circus. You think you could just open a circus right now? Alright, y'all? So I'm putting out for some deep shit right now. Okay, that's really happening. Alright? And I don't even know how this video is gonna do. Okay, because this is some shit. And this shit's so real, they put it in motherfuckers' faces. Alright? Because this is what the elites have been doing for mad fucking long. Okay? Throughout the motherfucking Dark Ages, Middle Ages, Medieval, Renaissance, and all that shit. They was doing that shit too. Okay? And that's gonna tie in with what I'm about to mention, the movie It. What does It do? The clown. The clown hides underground and kidnaps kids. You see, y'all? They be putting that shit in y'all face the whole time. And then if you look up where they got the wardrobe, they were looking for a Renaissance medieval time. But we talk about the kings and queens doing that shit, alright? Child sacrifice and all that shit, alright? They putting it in y'all face. Okay? There's underground tunnels all over the place. Alright? All over the place. Because besides for the deep underground military bases, y'all, there's catacombs under churches and temples all over the place. Okay? And that ties in with that fucking synagogue in New York that had the kids and shit. They were with the tunnels and shit. That shit deep, y'all. There's catacombs, all types of shit. All underground and shit. Alright? Just like the shit that they found in Egypt that I called. I said that shit that there's a city under Egypt, y'all. And there's a city under mad motherfucking pyramids. Okay? All over the motherfucking world. Okay? And we could go through all them shits and really talk about it. Because there's underground shit. Alright? There's layers to motherfucking these fucking stratas, and a lot of that shit has to do with mud floods from them motherfucking hiding history and keep restarting over and over and over again, okay, with motherfucking technologies that they have, alright? And part of their shit, part of their deal, alright, is giving these beings life force energy, okay, y'all? Because just like a fucking snake eats the eggs of some other motherfucking, animal, that's how it is. Just like you eat the eggs of a fucking chicken. Probably, right? That's just how it is, y'all. That's how it's always been. Okay? So they hide this shit in our face. So look up Wandjina, and then you'll see who they're paying reverence to. Okay? And then pay attention to circuses when they're going through cities, and then look at the missing kids shit. Alright? It's that deep, y'all. It's that deep. And that shit ties in to Hollywood and Disneyland too. Okay? And all their underground shit. Alright? Channeling kids, trafficking kids, and all that shit. There's a whole bunch of that shit happening around the whole motherfucking world. Especially the United States. Okay? Because you could just dub a motherfucking picture of missing kids every year in the national parks and put it here, and that's going to be a scary picture, y'all, if you do that, or if you've seen that before. Alright? So this shit is all planned. Okay? And they have a motherfucking method. And they're putting shit in our face, like rubbing it in, like leaving, breadcrumbs, like leaving trails. Okay? And people pick up on that shit. And they're kind of pissed. Okay? And these times, they're really pissed right now. Alright, that's why they're dumping misinformation, okay, because there's people channeling real motherfucking information out here that's fucking their shit up, and fucking a lot of shit that they're keeping in the dark, and it's coming into the light, y'all, okay? So, in It, what does he do? He takes kids underground to kill them and eat them, y'all, okay? We're talking about these rich people have been for since the motherfucking Middle Ages, shit like that, dressing up as motherfucking clowns and kidnapping kids and shit like that. Okay? And the other ones that are into alchemy have been fucking around, and those are the ones that they're calling vampires. Okay? So a lot of these characters and shit like that are these motherfuckers. Okay? And they go around in the night and shit. Okay? That's why they have symbols like the fucking owl. Okay? The owl, okay? Right? The owl represents kidnapping kids and trafficking them. Okay? And the owl sees through the night and moves silent. Right? So they do shit dirty. Alright? And they got shit on smash when it comes to this shit. Because a lot of people don't care about this. They just care about what Trump said or what Biden said or some shit. Okay? People aren't really tuning into what really matters, because all that shit is in the forefront right now out there. You know, and the fact that there isn't outrage when it comes to motherfucking people doing shit, especially to kids, right? It's kind of crazy, because there's a lot of communities that beg for a lot of things and shit, and there's literally children getting hurt and shit like that, alright? So maybe we should weigh and measure the priorities of what the fuck is going on in society right now, okay? So, the question would be, if they're making incubator babies, right, and they've been cloning motherfucking people for all these thousands of years, why would they be kidnapping people then? Right? When the truth is, the synthetic shit never tastes as good as the real shit, y'all. Like, straight up, straight up. McDonald's fries will never taste as good as homemade motherfucking french fries, bro. Sis. It's that serious. Okay? They love it. They love it. Okay? Blood, life force energy, plasma energy. Okay? Plasma, blood is just fucking liquid ether. Okay? Because air, what they call air, okay, is just the ether within the medium of the atmosphere. Okay? So the ether in space is only different from the ether here in our atmosphere because of the atmosphere, and it's called air. Okay? And when you breathe in ether, which is life force energy, right? It goes into your lungs, okay? And your lungs produce blood in your body, okay? So you breathe in ether and create plasma within your body, okay? I'm gonna let that sink in for a minute, y'all. Because that's how it works, all right? Because everything comes from the ether. Alright, you come from the ether, we all come from the ether. Every atom, everything comes from the ether, okay? So the universe made of atoms, and atoms came from somewhere. Alright, that's the shit they like to ignore. Alright, the obvious. The shit that they rather focus on the particles because it'll just make you a good consumer and a good materialist, okay? So as long as you're buying shit, they're motherfucking happy, okay? And they don't fucking care, alright? And then you're the fucking clown, okay? You're the Wandjina, okay? And they love that shit. They love clowning our people so much that they rub it in like that. They do it all the time. They put it in the movies. They put it in your face everywhere. Okay? And then they act like they don't fucking know. Alright? When they're the motherfucking rich alchemical motherfucking wizards and vampires that have been doing this shit, terrorizing motherfucking societies for thousands of years for their own monetary gain because of these fucking contracts that they fucking worked out with otherworldly beings, that people don't want to have these discussions, but there's only two postulates, okay? There's two postulates, and we can break this shit down, alright, right now, alright? There's two postulates, alright? There's two postulates, right, on two different subjects, okay? One being ethers and atomism, okay? So in all the thousands of years, there's only been two ideas, right? Everything is either made of fucking atoms or we come from the ether, right? So that's the two postulates, right? When it comes to the science, right? And the other two postulates in science is, how did people get Neanderthal DNA, right? One postulate is a bunch of Africans throughout different waves over time left and fucked other hominids and fucking Neanderthals, okay? And somehow their offspring were fertile enough to be the motherfucking top of the whole food chain right now, okay? Or aliens came down and gene spliced our ass, okay? And that's why our DNA is motherfucking edited, okay? So there's only two postulates when it comes to these subjects, okay? And they like to ignore one each time and focus on the other one and act like the other interpretation doesn't exist right over here, okay? And what they did was take maybe 100 and not even 50 years of motherfucking science, okay? And they're trying to use that as some motherfucking like holy grail, when in reality, motherfucking intelligent design has always been a part of science for thousands of fucking years, and there's still people who talk about intelligent design, okay? So this idea of motherfucking like atheism, right, or evolution, that shit is brand fucking new, okay? And the new kids on the block are acting very fucking cocky, okay? And a lot of their motherfucking ancestors haven't even been here for 10,000 years. So they motherfucking act like they know everything, and they don't even know shit, okay? They know what a motherfucker told them to know, okay? And they didn't even ask a question about it. And they'll probably be really good at parroting information and regurgitating a bunch of shit they heard and fucking memorized. But when it comes to actually understanding shit and giving explanations, they're gonna lack that shit. Okay, because science can't even explain what a wave is and what energy is. Okay, and that's half of fucking science. Waves and fucking energy and shit like that. You could break that down to chemistry, physics, motherfucking astronomy, biology. You could break that shit down to mad motherfucking sciences. Okay? So, I kind of went a little bit off topic. But clowns. Pay attention, y'all. Pay attention. Missing kids, shit like that. Do a little research on the things I mentioned. You'd be surprised what you find, y'all. This world's a lot different than you think. But the things that were in the dark are coming to the light. And we're about to see a whole bunch of mystical shit. Because the vibrations are rising, y'all. And things that we couldn't see because we weren't on the resonance, we're going to see. And it's a bunch of things they call myths. Oh, man. I enjoyed it so much, y'all. I hope y'all have a beautiful night, day, wherever y'all at. That was my message, y'all. Those are my channels. You know, I was really putting one and one together, you know, with the Wandjina and the clowns and the stuff like that. And then figuring out about the circuses and shit like that. Then I got the download about it. And then I knew, y'all, I knew these motherfuckers was playing games and they throw it right in our face. And you got other shit like the cartoon Inside Job, right? Where they talk about the juggalos as part of the whatever and shit. Yo, y'all gotta put shit together, man. But they throwing it in our face, okay? And the clues is there. Hey, figure it out, man. Yo, guys. Yo, my spirits don't lie to me, y'all. This shit is too funny. Okay, it's too funny. But I'm gonna touch that subject. I'll touch any subject, alright? I'm gonna touch that subject. I'm gonna touch any subject, alright? They take this shit down. We throwing it on the website. That's how we're doing it. Okay? But yo, peace, y'all. Have a good night. Have a good day. I fucks with y'all. My primordial family. Peace.